What's up, nerds and nerdettes and wee little nerdlings all? It's your buddy Big Johnny G, the Two Gun Pixie presents Legendary Gaming. Tabletop Takeout Tuesday. Glad to see everyone. Thanks for stopping by. You know that I love to give points of interest, like, and love about a particular game or title here during this weekly episode. But not this time. This is one of our Marvel deep dives into one of the fantastic villains that you're going to find in Marvel Champions, the card game. And this month, we're taking a deep look at Taskmaster. He may be able to duplicate anything he sees done physically, but can he stand up to my opinions in this video? All right, why don't we go down and check out these cards, and you're going to learn what you're going to be dealing with Taskmaster. I'll see you down the table. Taskmaster's first stage, we see he enters with one scheme and two attack, and he has a forced response. Whenever a character changes to their hero form, then they're going to have to discard the top card of the encounter deck and take damage that's going to be equal to the number of boost icons that are on that card. Now, he has this forced response through all three of his stages. Stage 2, we find that his scheme has gone up 1 point, giving him a scheme of 2 and an attack of 2. Now, along with the forced response that he has throughout all of his stages, for Stage 2 and Stage 3, we also see that he has that when revealed, you're going to deal each player an encounter card. Now, that stays the same with his Stage 3. We're going to deal each player an encounter card. The forced response is still going to be the same. And in this, he's gotten a 1 point boost in each of his abilities, giving him a 3 scheme and a 3 attack. Taskmaster has one main scheme, one job assigned to him by the Red Skull, that is, and that is hunting down heroes. You're going to add the Hydra Patrol to this, as well as a standard encounter set, and one modular encounter set, which they encourage Weapon Master, and I agree with that. Now, at the time of setup, you're also going to grab the 4 captive cards that are in the deck. The captive allies will be set aside, and they'll come into play with one of the side schemes. The flip side of hunting down heroes, the 1B side, comes with a forced response. Now, after resolving step 1 of the villain phase, that each player that are in their hero form are going to have to make a choice to either place one threat here on this main scheme, or they're going to have to take 1 point of damage themselves. Taskmaster has already captured 4 other heroes. These heroes consist of Moon Knight, Shang-Chi, White Tiger, and Elektra. And each of them has a bonus that will come into play if you get a chance to rescue any of them. Moon Knight comes in with 2 thwart and 2 attack. He'll be taking a damage for either of those he attempts. And he has 3 hit points. And after you play Moon Knight from your hand, you can spend a wild resource in order to get the opportunity to draw 2 cards. Shang-Chi enters play, 2 thwart and 2 attack, taking a point of damage if he tries either of those, and he has 3 hit points. After you play Shang-Chi from your hand, you're going to get a chance to spend an energy resource to stun an enemy. White Tiger, she comes into play with 3 thwart and 1 attack, and she'll take a damage attempting either of those. She has 3 hit points. Now, after you play White Tiger from your hand, you're going to be able to spend a mental resource to remove 3 threat from a scheme. And the final captive hero is Elektra. She has 1 thwart and 3 attack, taking a damage if she attempts either of those. She has 3 hit points. Now, if you play Electra from your hand, you can spend a strength resource in order to deal 3 damage to an enemy. So they each come in and cover a nice little base on one of the types of resources. I like that. Fits together nice. Taskmaster has 2 Hydra Hunters as minions. They have 2 Scheme and 2 Attack and 3 hit points. Now, their attacks have piercing, but they also have ranged, signifying that they're a sniper, so they can't be retaliated against. Now, if it comes up as a boost card and your hero is in hero form, then you're going to take 1 damage. And then in alter ego form, then you're going to place 1 threat on the main scheme. Taskmaster has 4 attachments. One of them is his shield. Now, this will be attached directly to Taskmaster when it's drawn, and it's going to give him 1 point of retaliate. Now, as an action, a hero can choose to exhaust and then spend a mental and physical resource, and that will get rid of his shield. His sword can also come into play, which will get attached to him, and it will give him a piercing attack. Again, you can exhaust your hero, and you can spend a mental and a physical resource, and you'll get a chance to discard that as well. His final 2 attachments are duplicate cards, representing his photographic reflexes, and these attach directly to Taskmaster. Now, what these cards do is they give a forced interrupt, that when a player attacks Taskmaster, prevent all damage that would be dealt to Taskmaster and deal an equal amount of that damage to the player's identity instead. And then you're going to discard the photographic reflex card. 2 of his treachery cards are Mimicry. Now, when revealed, if your hero is in alter ego form, you're going to discard the top 5 cards of your deck. Now, if a threat card was discarded this way, then the Taskmaster gets to scheme. Now, if you are in hero form, you're going to discard the top 5 cards of your deck, and then if an attack card was discarded this way, the Taskmaster will get to attack you. We got 2 Hunted by Hydra treachery cards, and these will give the Incite ability with 1 point. And when this card is revealed, place 1 threat on the main scheme. When revealed also, each player in hero form will take 1 damage and discard 1 card at random from their hand. Now, we have 4 of the side schemes are duplicates. They are captured by Hydra. Now, when revealed, place 1 random set-aside captive ally face down beneath the scheme. Now, when the scheme is defeated, the player who defeated it takes that ally into their hand and removes this scheme from the game. So there's 1 to cover each of the captured heroes. And the final card in Taskmaster's deck is Taskmaster's Training Camp Side Scheme. Now, this will give a forced response that after a minion enters play, you're going to give that minion a tough status card. The Weapon Master deck consists of 5 cards. Combat Knife, which will attach to the villain, and that attached villain gains piercing. There are 2 treachery cards covering the Weapon Master ability, and when revealed in alter ego form, the villain will scheme. If they have a weapon attachment, that card will gain surge. Now, if in hero form, then the hero attacks you, and if they have a weapon attachment, that will gain a surge. And the final card in Weapon Master is Concussive Grenade. This treachery card will affect the alter ego by confusing them and placing 1 threat on the main scheme, 2 threat instead if that hero is already confused. Now, if in hero form, you are stunned, and you get to deal 1 damage to your hero, 2 instead if they were already stunned. I definitely feel that Taskmaster's first stage, at least the first stage, is rushable. I really do feel that, at least at that stage, his hit points haven't gotten that high. Stage 3 are pretty high, I think, but his stage 1 is all right for you to bum rush him. Yeah, I definitely think that a bum rush on him could possibly work. Now, I don't really see a lot of his cards doing big damage hits to you, but it does look like to me that he's going to be nickel and diming you to death. So it may be worth it to take a recovery turn or 2 every now and then during your battles with him, because he's going to be doing consistent damage to you, even if it's not great damage to you. So keep in mind you're going to want to recover. I also feel that as soon as those side schemes come out with the captured heroes, take them down. Take down those side schemes as fast as you can, because those extra ally heroes that you're going to be able to take onto your team for this particular encounter are definitely going to be big boosts to you. Take those side schemes down. Now, the Hydra cards, I will deal with all of them in a couple of videos when we do the Red Skull himself. But for right now, that was the Taskmaster, and those are the cards. That is what to expect before you go into this battle. So think about how you want to handle this, and you should be doing okay. He doesn't seem to be the toughest villain that they have in the deck so far. But just be careful that nickel and diamond he's going to do to you. Tabletop Takeout Tuesday. Every Tuesday you'll find another new episode here on the channel. But sometimes we like to take a departure from our bullet points of interests, likes, and loves. And instead I like to take a deep dive look at a particular, what was that? What was that hesitation? It's late. This is like the 5th video. That's what that hesitation was. Alright, ready, knuckleheads? I'm ready. I'm the knucklehead. Alright, let's do this again. Tabletop Takeout Tuesday. My friends, you know that every Tuesday we do one of these, and I usually like to talk about bullet points of interest, like, and love for a particular title and game. But no, not this week. This week is one of the Marvel villain weeks. And we are currently up to, I don't remember who are we up to? Taskmaster? Yeah, Taskmaster. Okay, maybe take 3. Shouldn't have questioned myself. Never do that. Never question yourself. Go with your first thought. Tabletop Takeout Tuesday. Welcome back. Now, this isn't our typical bullet points of like, love, and interest for a specific title and game. No, we are taking one of our deep dives this week. Deep into a villain of the Marvel Champions the Card game. And this week, we are going for Taskmaster. Oh, he may be able to outgun anyone he views and watches, but can he stand up to what? Stand up to what? What am I going with this? Oh, it's too late. It's too late. Let's try this. 4. What's this? 4? 4 is the charm?